So why is this £1 note so rare and valuable? And before I get into the video, make sure you hit that like button because it is free to like people's videos. And then it lets me know that I know that you know that you know that I know that you like the videos. So I'll try and keep this as short as I can because it takes a long process to explain. So I'll try and keep it short and to the point. So during World War One, they had a lot of gold, and during that time, your gold sovereigns, so your full sovereigns and half sovereigns, was used as everyday currency. So one full sovereign would be equivalent to £1, and half a sovereign would be equivalent to half the pound. So they were only worth £1. But during the war, they needed to save their gold because it was the war and things needed paying for, and a lot of debt to America needed to be paid. So they decided to make the £1 note to replace the gold sovereign. So that was to reserve the gold. Now, what also makes this £1 note special, it wasn't printed by the Bank of England like all our other banknotes. This was authorised and ordered by Parliament from the Treasury, His Majesty's Treasury. And at the time, they also had a nickname for this note. They used to call them the Johns, and that's because during the time of them being printed, the head of Treasury was named John Bradbury. So the pound notes were nicknamed Johns. And then later on in a few years, I think around 1919, a guy called Warren Fisher, he then became head of Treasury. So his signature became on the bottom of the note. So this one is Warren Fisher. And the reason that the sovereigns back in the early days were only worth £1 is because your currency went on weight. So it used to be 240 pennies to £1. That's because 240 pennies weighed around a pound. Whereas it's all changed now, as you know, 100 pennies to a pound because the currency and how it's all worked out has changed. So that's why the gold sovereign at the time was only equivalent to £1. But now, if you wanted to purchase a 1919 gold sovereign for your collection, for a full sovereign, you're looking at £650, which is insane because now they go off the value of the gold and the price of the gold rather than its, face value back in the early 1900s. So the reason these are so rare then is because, one, they replaced the gold sovereign. Number two, they were printed by the Treasury, not the Bank of England. And number three, they were only out for a short period of time. From 1926, the Bank of England decided to start printing their own banknotes. And I think around 1931 or 33, these particular banknotes were no longer legal tender. So there you go. I tried to tell you in short terms. Like I said, it's hard to get your head around. It's easier for me because I know the ins and outs of currency and stuff like that. So that's why these are so rare and important and valuable. Now, I have come up with the idea of perhaps raffling one of these off. So if you think that's a good idea, let me know in the comments and make sure you hit the like button because this other raffle runs till the 25th and there's only 41 people that have purchased a ticket. So don't miss out on winning yourself a gold-layered set. And let me know in the comments if you want me to raffle one of these pound notes off.